What's up, guys? I've been using Ally Bank for years now, and I wanted to see in 2020, is it still worth it? So first, I love Ally Bank. I've been using them for years. I originally discovered them when trying to find a high yield savings account that would allow my money to actually earn something in a savings account rather than my money in Bank of America like it was before, earning basically nothing. And Ally Bank has done a historically great job at this, but in the last year, as you may or may not know, interest rates have dropped significantly. This has been caused by the Fed lowering interest rates, which is causing banks to have to keep up when basically a race to the bottom in interest rates. And I wanted to see, is Ally Bank still worth my money at their low 0.8% interest rate right now? So let's go through the good things about Ally Bank here in 2020. And first thing I'm going to list is the thing that I just said I'm reevaluating it for, is the interest rate. I know I said it dropped significantly, but so has everyone else. The Fed has just been dropping interest rates in order to keep the economy afloat, and banks are having to match the lowering of interest rates that the Fed is doing because it affects how much money that they can earn on the cash deposits that they have in the Fed. At one point last year, I'd moved my savings account from Ally Bank into Wealthfront for the interest rate. At the time, I believe my Ally Bank account was around 1.8%, and Wealthfront was around 2 to 2.2%. And I'd kept it there for a while until fairly recently. And why did I move it back to Ally Bank? And it's really because I figured out that Ally knows what they're doing when it comes to managing their interest rate. Let me just show you this graph here. This is Ally Bank and Wealthfront's interest rate over the last about a year, and when they dropped their rates and how aggressively they dropped their rates. And what I learned by analyzing this graph is that Ally Bank basically was consistently dropping their rate every couple of months, on basically between the 13th and the 18th of the month, by almost 0.5% every single time. They only changed it by a number that wasn't 0.5% once. Whereas Wealthfront was kind of all over the place. It was very random dates that it happened. They were big swings, they were small swings, they had even a couple of swings upwards. And what I tended to notice is when the Fed dropped the rates, Wealthfront immediately cut. And Ally would wait, figure out the landscape, and then change things. And this honestly has made me trust Ally Bank even more with how they handled their interest rates. So the second good thing about Ally Bank is automation. I've talked about automation in my last video, which you can check out right here. This one's a little bit different. So this is Ally Bank really investing into their product, which is their online banking system. So they released this thing called boosters, which are really interesting. Not something I personally use because I already have a automated system set up that's sort of crazy. You can check out the video here if you want to learn a bit more about that. But what you can do with boosters is you can set up two types of boosters. One is a recurring automatic transfer into your savings account. That's nothing special. There's plenty of banks out there that have this sort of thing. But the thing that I think is really interesting is you can set up one booster that basically will monitor one of your checking accounts for any excess capital over a certain threshold that you set. And any excess capital that it has, it will transfer that into your savings account. Automatically putting that into your savings account and earning you more money is really amazing and a really great way to sort of boost up your savings over time. Now, what's really important to me about this boosters feature is showing that Ally Bank is investing in their product. With boosters, a way to segment your savings account by category within a single account and not having to have multiple accounts for that, which honestly would have been really useful to me before I went and created multiple accounts for everything. It's showing that they really care about the product and they want to make this product better and easier to use for the consumer. And I think that's a really important thing to see in a bank. So the last thing is their support. Their support is amazing. I've contacted their support through phone, through email, through chat. I wanted to have timings on that for this video, but it just didn't happen. They are amazing. They're incredibly fast. They're incredibly helpful. I've never been disappointed in any way on their support, and it's just bar none. This is the type of support that you want to have in a product that you're housing all of your money in. Okay, so if you're still with me this far, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to me, and subscribe if you find this content interesting. And let's jump into the bad stuff. So I'm going to be honest with you. The bad stuff is really hard for me to do. I made that last video and it had a couple of bad things in there that I would like to see improved. But outside of that list, I really haven't been able to come up with much. So the only thing I've been able to come up with so far is Ally Invest. I did a video on that here, and really what that shows me is that if Ally Bank is going to be acquiring companies to grow their product and their brand, it makes me a little nervous because I don't feel like they integrated the product of Trade King, which is now Ally Invest, very well, and it was very janky, for lack of a better word. And if they continue to show more acquisitions like that, that would concern me. So that went on the bad list. The last one is no business accounts. I would love to see Ally Bank offering business checking and savings account, even if the interest rates weren't on par with the personal checking and savings account, because I love their product, I love their service, I love their support, and I would love to have my business bank accounts with them. And right now, the business banking space is honestly pretty lacking in terms of good resources and good companies to bank with. And to be honest, I wish I had a third bad thing just to satisfy my OCD, because now I have 3 good things and 2 bad things, but I just couldn't come up with anything. So to wrap things up, I do think Ally Bank is still one of the best banks you could have your money with in 2020. And this video is not sponsored in any way. Like I said in the last video, I wish it could. If you do want to help me out, there's links down in the description to M1 Finance, Robinhood, and Webull, where you can get some free money and free stocks by signing up and depositing a little bit of money. You can take that money right back out in most cases if you'd like. It does help me out a lot. Any of the links down in the description are affiliate links, and they help this channel grow and support me a bit more. And if you like this content, I'm trying to release this content every week right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to be notified of the next video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.